Morning guys, today we will presentation about safety hangar and there is my team. My name is Mario.
My name is Muhammad Nurhanif.
My name is Abdul Wijaya.
My name is Nadia Uya Putri.
My name is Asma Krisana Zahra.
Then we will start from fire X3 question.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning. Today I will do presentation fire extinguisher. First, what is a fire extinguisher? A fire extinguisher is a container filled with firefighting material such as water, foam, dry powder, or carbon dioxide that is sprayed onto a fire to extinguish or control it. How it works? First, pull the safety pin. Second, add the nozzle at the base of the fire. Third, squeeze the handle to release the extinguishing egg again. And the last, slip from side to side until the fire is out. The types of fire extinguisher. The first, water used for fire involving solid materials such as paper, wood, and cloth in the first part. And second, the powder used for fire involving electrical equipment, flammable gases, or metals. And the third, foam, fire involving flammable liquid like petrol or oil in the class B. Carbon dioxide used for electrical fire and flammable liquid fire, class B and C. The last, wet chemical used for fire involving cooking oils and fats, class K and F. Fire extinguisher mounting height standard. Additional rules: install an extinguisher at a maximum height 1.2 meter from the floor, and the extinguisher are clearly visible, not blocked by any obstacle, and clearly made with signage where needed. Accessibility: place extinguishers so they are readily accessible and not more than 15 meters. The handle height of the fire extinguisher 25 meters from the floor. The bottom of the extinguisher should be at least 15 centimeters above the floor. Legal basis, in the Permenaker nomor 1980 tentang syarat-syarat pemasangan dan pemeliharaan APA, dan SNI 031745/2000 tentang tata cara perencanaan dan pemasangan sistem proteksi kebakaran dengan APA. First, in the hangar, basic electrical and electronic shop. Battery shop. Third, will get electronic shop. Two, around modeling room. GWS 1. Electrical room and third floor. And the last, in the practical room. Conclusion: in the location satisfied or unsatisfied, the basic electrical and aero modeling room is unsatisfied because between extinguisher is too close and the aero modeling room distance between extinguisher is too close. Recommendation from my group: based on the inspection result, several areas need improvement to meet fire safety standard. Some extinguishers are placed too close to each other, especially in the basic electrical room, air modeling room, and GWS 1. It is recommended to maintain a minimum distance of 15 meters between extinguisher and ensure compliance with SFE and NFPA regulation, regular inspection, proper documentation, and user training should also be carried out to maintain safety and readiness. Alright, thank you.
Good morning, my name is Aslam Prisana Zahra. I will presentation about MSDS. What is MSDS? MSDS or Material Safety Data Sheet is a document that provides information on the potential hazard of a chemical product, including health, fire and reactivity, risk and how to handle, store and dispose of it safely. Key function of MSDS is hazard communication, safe handling and storage, emergency procedures, workplace safety, regulatory compliance, disposal information. This is rules of MSDS. Okay, this is acetone with composition chemical formula C3H6O and an organic compound of the ketone group consisting of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. This is Kevlar. Composition is para-aramid, polymer, and elastomer matrix. And this is aerosol gas 33 with composition sulfuric acid and water. Some MSDS in the chemical room. This is the data with. Okay, lanjut. Next. This is conclusion with the rules of MSDS in the table. Next. Recommendation first, MSDS should be available in every work area that use chemicals, not just in store. Number 2, provide a complete MSDS sheet in every storage location and post a summary sheet near the chemical cells. Number 3, improve ventilation or cooling system in chemical storage area. Add a wall thermometer and record the temperature daily to ensure it meets MSDS standards. 4, immediately repair or replace any damaged eye wash station. Ensure the eye wash station is easily accessible. Okay, thank you.
Good morning everyone, my name is Nadia Una Putri. Today I am going to presentation about emergency plan and poster. 1. Emergency plan is a document of procedure that outlines specific steps to respond to and minimize the impact of an emergency or crisis such as a natural disaster, fire, accident, or security incident. 2. Poster. Visual media containing message, image, or illustration that aim to inform, remind, and motivate workers and visitors about safe work practice. Laws governing emergency plan and poster. Laws number 24 of 2007 concerning disaster management. Law poster. Law number 1 of 1970 concerning occupational safety. Emergency plan in place in the hangar, evacuation route, emergency exit, and evacuation plan. Emergency plan in the hangar. Conclusion. Emergency plan, evacuation route, unsatisfied because the color is faded, making it less visible and potentially difficult to recognize during an emergency. Emergency exit satisfied. Evacuation plan satisfied. Recommendation: the evacuation route should be updated so that the color does not fade and it becomes more visible to everyone. Poster in the hangar. Conclusion in poster. For 1, unsatisfied because the poster is not appropriate of its location because it is not placed in a relevant or easily visible area for employees. For 2 and 3, satisfied. Recommendation: it is recommended to move the poster to a more appropriate and visible location so that the information can be communicated effectively to all employees and staff. Thank you.
So our presentation about PPE, personal protective equipment. So what is PPE? Equipment used by workers to protect themselves from dangerous or risks in the workplace. Personal protective equipment in line with Ministerial Regulation number 8 of 2010, Article 3, Paragraph 1. Rules, you can see about rules in the screen. Okay, so result from observation, we have head protection. We don't find anyone. Not only is damage unfit for use, its item can even be found in storage. Protective helmets will be provided in addition to reducing the number of workplace accidents. This is also regulated by law. Number 2, eye and face protection. Unsatisfied. There is very little of this item in this stock. Should be added more stock. 3, hand protection. Satisfied. Upright and sufficient in quantity. Overall good. Number 4, for protection, unsatisfied. We only found one pair of safety shoes in the storage room and also got damaged. More additions are needed. Number 5, respiratory protection, unsatisfied. We just found one respiratory protection. More additions are needed. Number 6, ear protection, satisfied. The amount is significant and usable. Already follow the rules. Number 7, protective clothing, satisfied. Everyone is already wearing protective clothing when they are about to practice. Recommendation, already follow the rules. Number 8, personal fall protection equipment, unsatisfied. We only found one safety belt in the stores. More additions are needed. So this is photo of PPE. This is gloves, this is goggles, this is mask respiratory, this is seat belt, this is safety shoes, ear plug, face mask for belly. Conclusion: based on observation in the Hong Kong, in general, the provision of personal protective equipment is still inadequate and not readily available at all. Protective clothing, gloves, ear protection, protective eyewear, and face shield are available. Safety shoes and protective helmets and safety belts are still sold. Some or even available. Thank you.
Hello, I can presentation FRISAID and Word document. What is FRISAID? FRISAID is the intensive care provided immediately after a person experiences an injury of sudden violence before professional medical assistance arrives. Its goal is to save lives, relieve suffering, prevent worsening, and hasten recovery. FRISAID, Peraturan Pemerintah Undang-Undang Nomor 1 Tahun 1970 tentang Keselamatan Kerja Pasal 3 Ayat 1 huruf F dan I. FRISAID, based on ANSI or ICA standard. Class A, for addressing the most common types of workplace injuries. Class B and C, for more complex, high-risk work environment with a broader range and quantity of equipment, based of national standard. Type A for smaller numbers of workers, for example, 25 workers. Type B for medium numbers of workers, for example, 26 range 50 workers. Type C, for larger numbers of workers, for example, 51 range 100 workers and has the most comprehensive contents between type A and type B. P. Accident preparation. 1. Freeze. Conduct hazard identification and risk assessment in all workers area. Second, ensure emergency equipment such as fire extinguisher, freeze aid kits, and fire alarms are functioning properly. 3. Provided occupational safety and health training to all workers, including the use of professional protective equipment and evacuation procedure. 4. Provided clear and easily accessible evacuation routes and assembly points. 5. Develop and assessment emergency response procedure to all personnel. 6. Conduct routine inspection of work equipment and safety system. 7. Perform surveillance of hazardous areas to prevent potential incident. This is her list of items you should have in your hunger freeze aid kit. In the freeze floor, there are types of freeze aid kits. Type A, we cannot find some freeze aid equipment. On the 2 floor, there are types of freeze aid kits. Type we cannot some freeze aid equipment. Second floor, middle side, we cannot find some freeze aid equipment. Second floor, left side, we cannot find some freeze aid equipment. Third floor, we cannot find some freeze aid equipment. The freeze floor, this is not standard. The freeze aid not standard because the freeze aid equipment incomplete and does not have sufficient capacity for 120 people. Most suggestion must use freeze aid type A 5 box or type B 3 box or type C 2 box. Second, this is floor. Word document. A Word document is any physical or electronic record that documents information related to a job or project used for communication, planning, and record keeping. Example include contracts, projects, plans, meeting minutes, official report, and even simple notes which provide guidance, record activities, and ensure efficiency and accountability. The term Word document usage rules can refer to use of Word documents in general or permit depending on the context. A Word document generally refers to creating and formatting documents Microsoft Word, such as adjusting margins, fonts, and font style to create a professional-looking document. A Word permit, on the other hand, is formal permission to perform access Word recurrency specific safety protocol. So we cannot conclude the Word documents have standard like those in Microsoft Word. This is standard Microsoft Word. For work safety, several documents, the following documents are required. When trying out aircraft maintenance, several documents are required. Providing SOP or for the works to be performed. Maintenance of occupational safety from FOD that can cause work accidents. Providing the best result for the work performance. Using Word documents, define your purpose and audience, focus and clarity, use visual elements, create acquisition structure, update regularly, improve your team, revisit, utilize the right tools. Conclusion work document. These documents are important. They ensure that all safety procedures in the hangar are followed properly, protecting worker and conditional work facilities.
So that's all about our presentation about safety hangar. We will hope you understand what we explained about. Thank you.